Hello, hello, and welcome to the diaries of my personal experience with Dr. Joe-Dispenza week-longs, and the first time I did AFU. And this is the final day, AFU day 4. And we started with the first meditation being a walking meditation. The number 12, I can't remember the name of it. The disturbance of discomfort is what drives our body to change. So true. What an amazing surprise. It started off very slow, and the analytical mind and distractions crept in quite a bit in the beginning. I was 15 minutes in the meditation when my phone stopped playing the meditation. I checked my phone and it just paused out of nowhere. Maybe it was a sign to stop and reset. I rewinded it back a few minutes to make sure I retuned in before opening my eyes. Tuning back into the light, as this meditation is about the radiant light within you. Ooh, it's the radiant light. I love the radiant light. I did it on this beach quite a few times. It's so beautiful. When I opened my eyes, I was so surprised to see all these lights of molecules in the air twinkling at me. I was in awe from all the light all around me. I walked like a child in a candy shop, surprised of all the beauty around me. It was lights twinkling all around. I walked in pure joy. When we closed our eyes straight away from my third eye, the pineal gland, I started feeling pulsating vibrations with explosions of beautiful lights of patterns within patterns circulating out from the pineal gland. It was just like a highway to source. Boom, I was in love. In the state of love, full of love. It was vibrating through all my body, feeling light in every single cell of my body. I felt the energy moving from the heart to the brain, up and down, just as Dr. Joe was instructing us to do. Sometimes I still can't read my handwriting. When I opened my eyes again, all the patterns and twinkling lights were all around me. I walked in a state of light and love and through me. I was so enamored with life, with all around me, everything around me, with all the clouds, the sky, the water, and the sand. It was all so magical. I don't know how to put it into words. It was just pure magic. Opened my eyes and off I went with my eyes open, connecting to all the twinkling lights that flickered all around me. I walked feeling my whole body lighter, feeling so grateful for all the light and love all around me. I was in love walking again. So beautiful, so loved. Okay, I talked about all this light quite a bit. Get to it, Anissa. We stopped again and closed our eyes for our final time, and I loved it again, just like when I tried Bufo. Boom, the eyes closed and explosions of vibrations from my brain, loving each cell in my body straight away. I loved it so much. It felt so loving in the heart and the brain. So much love. The lights, the vibrations and patterns exploding from my heart. So many beautiful moments. I was having moments of release. Some noises were coming out from the heart, vibrations through the throat. Each one was taking out some negative emotions stored in my heart, letting it all out. So much love getting bigger and bigger while I released. Once we lied down, my whole body was relaxed and twinkly. So much love going through me, twinkling in every cell. I remember giggling a few times and shaking a few others. It felt like so much love in this radiant light of me. When I changed eye fields, noise, that was a fun one. AFU day 4, meditation number 2, the kaleidoscope. I was exhausted by 12:30 p.m. It's been 12 days meditating and learning daily. Having had 4 glasses of wine the night before surely does not help. Oops. Inner Science had a charade party with an open bar, and it was super fun. I laughed so hard, and it was a great bonding opportunity. It ended at 8:50ish, and the pizza joint, the restaurant where all my friends were, was closing at 9 p.m. So I decided to dash. But on my way, I bumped into Dr. Joe as he had come to the event to say hello. So I was at a cross point and I had to stop and ask for a hug. I just had to. Like, you don't bump into Dr. Joe and don't go in for one. I asked for a hug, but I asked it in Italian, and he answered back, "Ma certo, vieni, un grande abbraccio," which means, of course, come on, a big hug. I loved his English accent when he was speaking Italian, and I loved my hug. I had been seeing it in my meditations the last few months that I was going to get a hug from Dr. Joe, and there I got it. I quickly asked when he was planning to bring an event back to Italy, and he said he'd love to, but none in the plan at the moment, and they have a great team out there if they ever do. It made my evening, and I still made it to my pizza. The Italian in me was worried I wasn't going to get pizza. But it was a beautiful hug. I remember exactly what I was wearing. In these moments, they're so charged with love and energy, you remember exactly what you were wearing. I should have probably worn it today for this recording. I have it in the room. It's my pink dress. Good morning to you guys. The crows are here. It made my evening, and I still made it to pizza. So much more I wanted to tell Dr. Joe, but thank you seemed more than enough, like the only right thing in that moment. Anyway, back to the kaleidoscope, the meditation. I was so tired, I just went for it. Just like the previous day, we went from kaleidoscope to imposing molecules, DMT and serpentine 5. DMT and the hibernation one, 5-methoxy, tryptophan. I can't say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, beta-carboxyl. I just can't say those words. They're tough. I was so exhausted that I went into a trance. Can't remember what happened. There then, being sleepy. We did the breath work in between each one to keep us aware. When we got on the floor to lie down, we got to lie down and enjoy how we felt. My mind wandered randomly with lucid dreams I can't really remember. The end for that meditation. AFU Day 4 meditation number 3, coherent healing. Our very last meditation was a coherent healing. It was a special one as we had over 1,000 people from recognized Dr. Joe healing groups tuning in to boost the energy in the room. I was so excited going in. I walked into one of the people who works for the team of Dr. Joe, who walked me to my space. She teased me as soon as she saw me, saying, "Oh, here comes trouble." I think it's because when we do the walking meditations, I have a bit of shakes and movement in my body. She mentioned the team has to run after me a few times. That's because they're worried, I guess. I don't know. I settled into my space and found my friend just a few rows away. She came over and we had a lovely chat about how happy and good our life truly is, planning our beautiful life. She's a helper at the event, so she was there with the person she was helping out. Took a few moments to come over, give me a hug, and remind me how beautiful life is. I am so fortunate for the friends I have. Dr. Joe came in and got us Heelys to relax and tune into our hearts before the healers arrived. He put us into the perfect spot for receiving. I was already getting so emotional, feeling super grateful for everyone there. From staff to the healers, my heart felt so full. I just kept thinking how I wanted to tell everyone in that room there, thank you. As the Heelys meditation went on, I kept feeling more and more tingling feelings inside of me, twitching of the body from a surge of energy. I just wanted to scream to everyone, thank you, over and over again. I got so emotional at opening up to receive love because this time, compared to a year and a half ago when I first had the experience of being a Healy, I truly felt worthy to receive the love. When the healers entered, I kept feeling more and more love. Our breath started to sink. Dr. Joe was instructing them to do some breath work to pull the mind out of the body and tune into the heart. I automatically did it as well to find out later I wasn't supposed to. I didn't need to. That was for the healers. And I was just meant to relax. as we breathed into each other, sinking my body, twitching even more, and I got so emotional I started crying. There were some of the healers crying too at the times. I could feel vibrations of love echoing towards them, all like patterns of circles within circles. They would go out towards them and then bounce back in towards me. I was sending them all so much love and could feel so much love being directed back at me. There were divine lights being all around us. They were standing statuesque behind each healer. Then I saw them move into each healer and myself in this blue light. The feeling was majestic. I saw the area of my body I was working on, and I started Dr. Joe's work to heal. And I saw it all covered in a blue light extending and stretching into its neighboring organs. It got me so emotional knowing this body is healed. I was having doubts again at the beginning of this AFU that I believed in this work, but that everyone else but me could heal. When I was chosen as a Healy and the following meditations reaffirmed that I too can heal and am worthy to feel whole and loved. I remember having crazy visions, but when the meditation ended and I invited us to remember, all I could remember was all the love I could feel. I am so grateful for all the love in the past 2 weeks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and one thing that was super cool was I could sense there was a friend in my healer's cage. I could feel it was someone I knew, but I didn't know who. When I opened my eyes, the people, thanking them one by one, and found one of the girls I knew that was there. It was a friend of a friend. I met her as she is a great friend of a dear friend of mine. I had the most delicious hugs with each healer and thanked each one individually. I also noticed my new friend, Lightning Arms, I like to call him. He's from Sydney, just one Healy away from me. It brought lots of joy to hug him too. We were happy to see each other. He asked if I felt his love, which I sure did. He also asked how I was feeling, and it's funny, as I told him I felt full of love, and as the disease that brought me here to this work had already gone, and these healings were just something I needed to do to satisfy the quantum or universal laws. Anyhow, it was an amazing experience, and I loved each moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's where it ends. I kept writing, but this is the Marco Island week-long and AFU September 2023 post-event reflections. So I'll leave it to that and just say, this, my friend, my diary of the week-long and AFU in Marco Island in September 2023 brought me lots and lots of joy, and I'm so grateful. I've just been reflecting on it recently, but I do want to go to my next week-long. So stay tuned, I might be going to another one soon. Sending you all so much love, and when you have questions, do reach out. I'd love to answer to anything I might know or direct you to some blog posts or information about what you're looking for if you need any help along the journey. Sending you all much love.